What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
And today we're going to be reacting to MacDonald Snowflakes.
It's his new song that he just dropped on Friday.
I'm guessing it's going to be about snowflakes and like the
people?
world culture. What?
Snowflakes.
White people. No, like the snowflakes.
You know they call them snowflakes?
No, they call them white bunnies. Like,
oh,
that's
snow bunnies.
Yeah, snow bunnies. Like, that's snowflakes.
I mixed it up.
Yeah, so it's gonna be about the HWs who's like offended about everything,
Well, just look
I'm
at the
offended.
picture by itself. It
Tom
has
equals
Tom
trash.
MacDonald
X
X'd
McDonald's,
out.
yeah.
Tom equals trash.
And there's trash in the background. Okay.
As always, let us know what you think about the video and the reaction down below in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, help us get to 10,000 to help us get to 10,000 subscribers. And hit that bell to get notified for upcoming videos.
That was too slow, you guys.
You interrupted me, so I lost my train of thought, you asshole.
Alright, guys, let's begin.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who...
I wanna start right there, right? Like he said that you know how Americans like the Americans don't wanna open the borders to immigration. But if America is so bad, why is everyone trying to get to America? You know what I mean? Like compared to other countries, America is not that bad.
No.
I think it's like one of the most fierce countries in the world. It's like
I think we're
so
blinded about what goes on the outside world. People think that everything is like the resorts in the outside world. When you travel someplace and you're inside that little beautiful islands in Mexico, where you're in a resort area, you don't leave that little gated community. But once you leave that gated community, you see how messed up it really is.
You don't really know the real like country. You only know the resorts. And I feel like if America was that bad, everybody would be trying to get here. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that sentiment. I know we gotta try and make progress, yes, but relax. Let's go.
To encourage immigration, just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warning.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
The
titles are like in Spanish. It's fine. Let's just stick it out. Yeah, like you said, who is America the most? Americans. It's like on third world countries, people love America. They want to come here. But let's.
Contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war.
Wow.
I don't agree with this. Was that his girlfriend, by the way? Or was that somebody else? I'm not sure. Was that Nova?
I think that's somebody else. I think Nova.
I disagree with the notion that nowadays, like, if you're white, I think we said it before. Like I said, someone said America is going in the way what they hate white people. So if you're white, like you're automatically terrible.
Especially if you're a rich white man. Exactly.
It's like they assume your money is like you have to cheat or like be evil to get your money. If you're white, you know what I mean? I feel like they try to say all should be equal, but then they like demonizing white men like they're automatically bad.
Did you know about the whole Coca-Cola thing?
No, I did not.
You've been doing research about
I did not know about the Coca-Cola. No, I was researching like stocks and stuff, not actually.
Yeah, but when you do research about something,
but that's mostly like advertising.
You learn about other things.
That's true, but I haven't heard about that. But yeah, man. I agree with what he's saying.
People, they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here. Elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Because honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
One thing he says that I found, like, the veterans, right? I just don't. I don't know if I have to do more research on it, but to me, I feel like if you're a veteran, you shouldn't have to be in the streets. I know when you like, let's say you got a high school, right, and you go to the military, and you join the army, right? You're like a foot soldier. You don't really learn any skills that's gonna help you live in a society. You know what I mean? Like if you're in the Air Force or if you're in the Navy, a lot of them are engineers or they're like whatever, right? But if you're a foot soldier in the army, you don't really learn skills that's gonna help you out, you know, in a society in America, right? But I feel like because you serve your country for so many years, you shouldn't be out in the streets. You know what I mean?
And what I also find interesting, I had this conversation with a coworker of mine a few days ago. Memorial Day is supposed to be in honor of your veterans, but yet your veterans are in the street starving, and Memorial Day has become a concept to just drink, barbecue, and shoot off fireworks.
Exactly. It's like
not
less
even,
about.
It's not even about honoring those that fought in that war. Most people don't even know what the war is about anymore. That they're celebrating. It's just a day to celebrate, to barbecue with friends and family and get drunk.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we should give all of our money to like the poor, like he's saying, subsidizing the poor. But I feel like if you're a veteran, like specifically, there's nobody who should be living in the streets. But let's continue.
Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too. Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes. They set us up to fail. That's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got.
Yeah, I'm not, guys. You know, people actually like they actually place stories like he said, like a mission store is what lets to a liquor store. If you're drunk and you buy a gun, you're more likely to like shoot yourself or shoot other people. A lot of times, this is like people they do marketing and they put, you know, things by each other for a reason that we don't really realize why they do it. You know what I mean? They do it for a reason. I thought that was interesting.
It makes sense because like if you like, for example, by us we have Walmart, right across the street is Lowe's, and then down the block it's like a bunch of other stores that all connect to each other.
Exactly. So it's like doing purpose, and I feel like and I read that like back in the day the person who created what's it, the abortion clinic thing, what's it called, like Planned Parenthood. They actually put it in the black neighborhoods because they wanted to bring down the black population. That's what I heard. Don't come at me. I'm not sure if it's 100% true. I haven't researched it, but that's what I heard, right? But I feel like people strategically plan this stuff. People don't realize that they do.
Shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean. But if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis.
Bro, he's saying so much. It's like, I cannot stop this, man. Like seriously, like
it's so true. Especially the part about the kids.
And the role models these days, or like, you know, girls. It's easy for girls these days to go on OnlyFans and make more money than you know, somebody who went to college. It's like most of them are gonna do it. It's like easy money, and easy money is addictive. You know what I mean? Some girls say, "Oh, I'm just gonna do it for a year, you know, just to get some money and then quit, whatever." But most of them don't. Quick, like 10% people become strippers or whatever. It's quick money, and that's addictive. The more quickly you get the money, the more you're gonna want to get more money. It's why people who are rich don't want to stop being rich.
Instead of trying to get to the root of issues and trying to instill values in your kids, you feed them things. You do things the quick way. Like, just like the fact of like girls doing things the quick way to earn quick money, parents are doing things the quick way just to make it ease. They don't want to deal with the complications. Being a parent is fucking hard. There's going to be tons of issues, and there's no correct rule book out there or guide out there of how to raise a child. You could read a ton of books in the world, you'll never really know because each child is different. And you feeding your kids pills or feeding them junk food or giving them a phone at the age of 5 years old just so they could like get out of your hair is not fixing the problem.
I know people do that.
it's creating more problems and making your kids worse human beings than what you really want.
I'm not gonna name it, but I know a mother who actually give the kids a phone just for the kid can leave them alone, right? And now the kids learn from the internet, and it's like you said with the drugs, where you take one drug to stay awake, one drug to focus. It's like, and you go to McDonald's to eat and stuff. It ain't healthy. It's crazy. Let's just.
They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters. You're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave. All of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks, you're supporting what you stand against. You don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog.
Something I want to say. It's like people who are saying how terrible capitalism is, they have iPhones in their hands. They can walk, they can go, they have a car to drive to go to Walmart to buy groceries. They can, so many things capitalism gives us that we take for granted. And we're saying how terrible capitalism is. Listen. Right now, the whole thing is like socialism right now, right? The whole thing now is like we should be socialist. The government should take care of, we should give our money to the government so the government can take care of us, whatever. But if you look at history, that did not work. If you get what's happening now, what's happening? I think it's happening in like, I forgot what's happening now, where it's a third world country. It was like, they embrace socialism and things are going terribly. Back in the Soviet Union, back in the days, people used to experiment with socialism, and that always turned out terribly. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, I think it's because young people now, they actually study the past, right? It sounds good, you know?
How could they even study the past?
It sounds good for us to say, oh, everybody should not be poor, right? Everybody should, give money to everybody, right? That sounds good, But it's like, in practice, it does not work. For us to give our government the money and the government to take care of us, in practice, it does not work. Go ahead. You forgot what I was going to say?
Yeah, because you talk too much.
All right, let's continue.
And against you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Everybody's wrong, that's a real problem. They don't want to hear it, but they still talking. Soon enough, we running out of options. This ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. We ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
Is it Nova filmed this?
Yeah. That was good.
Hey guys, tell us if that was Nova in the music video, because we haven't really gone through it, so we're not really sure. But yeah, man, anything to say?
No, it was a good video. I really liked it. He was speaking a lot of facts there.
Something that
going back to what you said about what was it, communism,
socialism,
yeah.
socialism.
When you were saying that people
communism, socialism, it's like
I'm saying when you said about people complaining about it but yet doing the same things, it's pretty much like if a vegan is preaching they're vegan but then they're eating at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. It's the same kind of concept, and
it's like the people who hate capitalism are benefiting from capitalism, right? And they're like bringing down what they're benefiting from. Mm-hmm. and if they look at history, this is the best government structure that we've had in all of history, all of known history.
That's a ooh.
You know what I mean? No,
That's another thing. You say looking at history, but I don't know how much history there's going to be left with all these canceling and deleting and rewriting.
And I don't think young people really like study history. Because, you know, the quote saying...
They're not even getting a chance to because they're taking everything away. This is promoting bad stuff that happened to black people, or this is promoting bad stuff that happened to the LGBTQ community. Cancel, burn these books. Like, so you can't even study the history to know that you're following the same path that you're going down because these people are pretty much taking the history away from these kids.
It's like the quote, if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. Mm-hmm. So that's what's happening now.
Yeah, but how can these kids learn from history when they're taking the history away? That's the problem.
Yo, grab a book, man.
Like,
do some research. I don't think it's that interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Me personally, I like history, but I must say most kids, they don't care for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a disservice because if you learn history, you can know that whatever you're preaching now, socialism, it does not work. We've tried it before in history. It does not work. Capitalism, I'm not saying capitalism is perfect, but it's the best that we have right now. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And it's...
And like that saying goes, don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah, and it's a zero-sum game. It is. Like, some people to be extraordinarily rich, some have to be extraordinarily poor. Mm-hmm. It's going to be some in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
If we can find a way to give everybody the basic necessities like food, shelter, you know. If we can find a way to give them the basic necessities without just giving them money, I'm all ears. But I feel like if you just give people money, that's getting incentivized, not working. Wisely. Do you know how many people I know? I know this friend, right? He got fired from his job, right? And he was collecting unemployment checks when the virus was happening. He's getting more money now from unemployment than he was when he was working in a job. And because of that, even though after the virus is over, he can work, he chose not to work until they take away the unemployment benefits. But you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you give people a choice, most people a choice to not work, get paid, or work and get paid, most people are going to pick to not work and get paid.
Exactly.
This person is just waiting till the benefits run out, then they're going to look after a job.
Yep.
See what I mean? But I feel like just giving people money is not really a great...
And also, a lot of people don't use the money wisely. Like, a lot of people that are on the street tend to get into alcoholism. And then when you give them money, they're using that money to go get booze and drugs. They're not using it to feed their bellies. They're not using it to buy clothes for themselves. That's why a lot of people I know, they tell me that they're not going to give somebody on the street cash. They're going to rather buy the person a meal or something like that.
For the panhandlers?
Instead of, like, when they see a homeless person on the street, instead of giving them cash, they go and get a meal for them or give them a pair of shoes or something like that, because of the fact that a lot of these people, if you give them the cash, they don't use it the way they should be using it to take care of themselves.
You heard of panhandlers?
No.
You got panhandlers, people who actually go on the streets and act like they're poor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They get by regular clothes, blah, blah, and they without ask for money. And you'd be surprised. These people get more money from that than working.
Mm-hmm. I saw that on YouTube.
Like they go to a highly trafficked area. There's a lot of people, and they act like they're poor, and people give them money.
This one person was following one, and saw her doing that in the streets of New York City. They're getting into a Jeep Caravan, a brand new Jeep Caravan, driving to Queens, getting out in Queens, and then doing the same thing in Queens, and hopping from city to city.
Yeah, can make a lot of money from that. But alright, guys, before we keep rambling on.
Yeah, we could go on and on. Like, Tom MacDonald tends to have us speaking with the songs that he's making, which I think makes him an amazing artist. If you're able to sing and through your music have people thinking and speaking and trying to make better in the world, or trying to talk about it at least, I think then you're doing an amazing job, and he's doing an amazing job, in my opinion.
All right, guys, tell me down.
Like,
Comment.
subscribe.
See you next time.